Welcome to Dream Carriage. I'm so glad you're here tonight, ready to drift with me into a place of calm and comfort. This channel is your carriage into dreams, a gentle space where every story is told slowly, with warmth, and always with your rest in mind. My name is your narrator for the evening, and before we begin, I want to thank you for choosing to spend these final moments of the day with me. This is our ritual together, to set aside the weight of the hours behind us, and to step softly into a world where nothing is hurried, nothing is expected, and everything is safe. Tonight I will take you to Provence, where lavender fields roll endlessly beneath the tender light of evening. We will walk slowly along pale stone paths, feel the warmth of the day still resting on them, and breathe in the soothing scent of lavender carried by the breeze. This story is not one you must follow closely. It is simply a landscape to rest within, an invitation to let your thoughts dissolve gently, like petals floating on water. As you settle in, let your eyes grow heavier, let your breath soften, and allow this quiet journey to carry you into a deep and restful sleep. Before our story begins, let us pause together and find stillness. Take a slow, gentle breath in, hold it softly for a moment, and then let it drift out longer than the inhale. Once more, inhale, steady and calm, and exhale, letting the day fall away with it. Continue at your own pace and notice how each breath brings your body closer to ease. Now bring your awareness to the crown of your head. Imagine a soft wave of relaxation brushing across your scalp, smoothing your thoughts, quieting the mind. With the next breath, feel that wave moving down to your forehead, softening the space around your eyes, releasing even the smallest tension. As you breathe out, your shoulders sink lower, no longer carrying the weight of the day. Let the arms grow heavy, your hands resting without effort, each finger loose and at peace. Your chest rises and falls like the tide, slow, rhythmic, without hurry. Deeper still, your belly loosens, warm and quiet, as though it remembers the comfort of home. Allow the calm to spread into your legs. Your thighs release, your knees soften, your calves melt into the surface beneath you. Finally, let the soles of your feet feel heavy, grounded, connected to the earth, as though roots have quietly settled there to hold you steady. All around you, picture the hush of evening. Perhaps you hear the distant wash of ocean waves, or the gentle rhythm of rain against a window, or the soft glow of moonlight draping across a quiet room. Whatever image comes, let it surround you now, wrapping you in stillness. There is no effort required. With every breath, you are being carried calmly, gently, towards a deeper quiet. You are safe, you are held, and the world outside can wait until morning. Evening has begun to fold itself gently across Provence. The last threads of sunlight lean low over the horizon, softening the sky into layers of gold and blue. You find yourself on a narrow road, paved with pale stones that have gathered the warmth of the day. As you walk, the heat rises faintly through your shoes, a reminder of sunlight now slipping quietly into memory. On either side, endless rows of lavender sway with the lightest breeze. The blossoms breathe in unison, as if the fields themselves are exhaling slow and calm. Their scent drifts around you, earthy, floral, and sweet, settling into every breath you take. Bees move from bloom to bloom, their hum steady and low, a sound as patient as the dusk. Somewhere in the distance, a shepherd's call echoes briefly, before silence embraces the fields once more. Ahead, a small farmhouse comes into view. Its walls are cream-colored, its roof a patchwork of old terracotta. A shutter, weathered green, taps gently against the frame, not keeping time, but softening it. Beside the yard, a tall sycamore sways, its wide leaves rising and falling in rhythm with the evening air. A wooden gate welcomes you. It opens with a sigh, closing behind you, as if to remind you there is nothing urgent beyond this moment. Along the path, moss clings to stones that still hold the sun's warmth. You let your fingertips brush against them, feeling how the day has been kept here, waiting to be shared with you. A lark finishes its final song overhead, then grows still, trusting that tomorrow will bring another. Under the sycamore, a table waits with a teapot glazed in deep ocean blue. Lifting the lid, a girl of steam greets you kindly. Lavender sprigs and a slice of lemon perfume the air. You pour slowly, the liquid gathering in your cup with a whisper, like a promise. As you sip, the warmth spreads through you, settling into every quiet corner of your being. Nearby, a wicker chair leans toward you, shaped by years of rest. As you sink into it, the chair creaks in welcome, and before you stretches the simple geometry of Provence. Lavender rows, vineyards in line, olive trees scattered like gentle punctuation marks. The sky above is a wide bowl of fading gold, deepening into indigo at its center. Evening is here, not rushing, simply arriving. You remain in the wicker chair beneath the sycamore, the soft hum of the evening wrapping itself around you like a familiar shawl. A cat appears, her steps measured, her fur brushed by the fading light. She settles at your feet, curling into a perfect circle, her purr steady and low, in rhythm with your breathing. You rest your hand gently on her back, feeling her rise and fall, as though she is reminding you that time has its own patient pulse. From beyond the olive grove, a bell begins to ring. Its tone is unhurried, not commanding, but ceremonial, marking nothing except the grace of the hour. Each note drifts into the space between sounds, and there, in the pause, you notice how the coolness of dusk brushes your arms, while the warmth of the day still lingers at your back. The lavender fields, swaying in dusk's embrace, make a sound that might be mistaken for silence if you did not listen so tenderly. You take another sip of lavender tea, placing the cup back on its saucer with care. The porcelain replies with the faintest sound, a whisper more than a note. The wind shifts softly, carrying with it the sweetness of ripening grapes from the vineyard. Their fragrance tells a quiet truth, that holding is also a form of giving. The vines keep the sun, and in turn they offer fruit. The day keeps its light, and now it becomes the night. You keep your breath, and with it, you give your body rest. Drawn by the glow within the farmhouse, you step inside. The kitchen welcomes you with its cool walls and terracotta floor, holding the memory of countless footsteps. Wooden shelves cradle white bowls stacked like moons in phases, while copper pots hang above a counter polished by years of use. On the table rests a bowl of apricots, their skin flushed with the same light as the setting sun. You slice one gently, drizzle honey across its surface, and scatter lavender blossoms on top. Their scent rises again, soft like a memory already fulfilled. You taste, and the sweetness carries the warmth of the day, condensed now into a single bite. Returning outdoors, the sky has darkened to a velvet hue. Bats skim quietly across the fields, tracing silver patterns that vanish as soon as they appear. In the distance, a farmer guides his tractor between the vines, its sound low and steady, blending with the night, like a cello's note beneath a lullaby. The cat has stretched herself across the warm stones, her body perfectly aligned with the peace of the evening. You walk slowly between the lavender rows, their blossoms brush gently against your legs, asking nothing, offering everything. The path finds you more than you find it, guiding you to the edge of the field where a stone wall stands, not to keep anything out, not to hold anything in, but simply to remind you of the beauty of boundaries that need not be strict. Beyond the wall, a river moves with the quiet certainty of thought, too gentle to require words. You sit on the wall, elbows resting on your knees, and listen. The river speaks in a rhythm that mirrors your heartbeat, not one you must follow, but one you discover you already share. Fireflies blink along the reeds, their tiny lights like punctuation marks, gentle reminders in the sentence of the night. Overhead, stars step forward slowly, not sudden, not shy, but like friends who arrive at exactly the right time. Behind you, the farmer switches off his tractor. The absence of its hum does not leave a void. It simply reveals more layers of quiet, more subtleties of sound that were waiting to be heard. A lizard slips across the stones of the wall, its tiny feet making the faintest rustle. A beetle clicks briefly, as though announcing its small ambition, before settling back into the hush. The cat, still nearby, rearranges herself with a soft sigh, not because she must, but because she can. These moments do not demand your attention. They gather you gently, arranging you into the fabric of the evening as though you were always meant to belong. From the farmhouse, a lamp glows in an upstairs window. Its light spills outward like a thought that prefers to remain half-formed, gentle, and forgiving. You return to the terrace and find a woven throw resting on the back of your chair, the scent of sun and soap clinging softly to its threads. You draw it across your knees, and the warmth it offers is not sudden, but steady, like a kindness you had forgotten you needed. The teapot offers one last pour, just enough for a final cup. The taste is the essence of everything the evening has been teaching. The lavender's calm, the lemon's brightness, the earth's quiet generosity. You drink slowly, letting the flavor settle like a memory that does not fade but deepens. In the distance, a pair of owls begins their conversation, calling and answering without urgency. Their voices stitch the night together, sound forming pathways where none are seen. Between their exchanges, the silence feels alive, as though it is expanding into something that wants only to hold you. The cat raises her head, considers the owl's dialogue, then lowers it once more, surrendering wisely to sleep. When you finally stand, the chair creaks in farewell, a small acknowledgement of your presence. You lift the lamp from the table and follow the path back inside the farmhouse. The bedroom awaits, simple and tender. A wooden bed dressed in a quilt stitched from pieces that resemble the fields outside. A white pitcher holding a sprig of rosemary. A wardrobe whose door never fully closes, but is never truly needed to. The window is open, and the night slips in as if invited. You draw the curtain halfway, allowing the evening to continue its gentle conversation with the room. You sit on the bed's edge, feeling the mattress accept your weight, like the familiar hand of a friend. When you lie down beneath the quilt, the fabric folds itself around you, not pressing, only embracing. For a moment, you listen to the lavender outside swaying like breath, to the owl's steady cadence, to the soft, watchful quiet that cradles you on every side. Your breathing slows without effort, finding the same rhythm that nature already keeps. In and out, in and out. As you rest beneath the quilt, your mind drifts outward once more to the fields under moonlight. The lavender, once vivid purple, now shimmers in silver gray, softened by the glow of night. The stone wall still stands quietly at the edge of the field, not as a barrier, but as a gentle reminder of where the land pauses before giving way to the river's song. The river itself moves slowly, carrying with it a lullaby so tender, it feels as if it has always been part of your breath. You think of the apricots and honey, their sweetness lingering faintly, a taste that belongs not only to the tongue, but also to memory. You think of the cat, curled into a perfect circle of contentment, her small body rising and falling like the rhythm of the world itself. Every detail is soft, every image complete, and yet none of them ask to be held tightly. They drift through you, like clouds across a patient sky. The lamp beside your bed gives a final, gentle flicker. You turn it low, not fully dark, but leaving just enough light to resemble a shallow pool in the room. The curtain sways with each kind breeze, as if the night were whispering its promise to keep watch. Your eyelids grow heavier, not because you command them, but because they have chosen their own time to close. Breath flows in a steady pattern, in and out, in and out. The rhythm becomes less an action and more a poem the body recites without effort. Time itself begins to soften. Minutes lose their edges, and what remains is simply the kindness of being here. The quilt feels lighter. The bed feels less like weight, more like the memory of comfort. Even the room transforms, dissolving into the idea of shelter, a place not built of walls, but of rest. And so you drift gently, naturally, toward the space where waking yields to dreaming, where the world no longer needs to be described because it is already holding you, quietly, tenderly, completely. The night has fully settled over Provence now, laying its quiet coverlet across the hills, the farmhouse, and the endless lavender fields. Each breath you take seems to weave you deeper into this hush, as though you are being stitched gently into the fabric of the evening itself. The fields breathe and hush, and you find yourself breathing with them, your chest rising and falling in the same slow rhythm. The bees are resting in their dark, fragrant hives. The cat is dreaming on warm stones, and the bell will not ring again tonight, because night itself has already become the bell, sounding softly, steadily, without need for words. Above you, the Stars hold their places in the velvet sky, not distant, but close, as if watching over the fields, the house, and you. The curtain at the window sways faintly with the breeze, a reminder that the world is still moving, gently, kindly, even as you let go. You notice now that sleep is not something you must chase. It arrives the way evening always meant to arrive, without announcement, without demand, simply a tide slipping in. Let yourself float on that tide. Let your thoughts drift like paddles on water, carried without effort to a place beyond needing. If there are dreams, they will come easily, crossing the stone wall like the quiet river, certain and welcome. If there is anything left undone, it will wait as the fields wait for the morning sun. For now, there is only this, your breath, the lavender, the tender hush of the night. Allow yourself to rest. Allow sleep to come naturally, in its own time, in its own way. You are safe, you are held, and you are already part of the quiet world that sleeps around you.